Hello. Hey, we're back. Okay, little bit of a snafu, but we are all back in action. I'm surprised there's only three people here. Completely honest. I mean, this is the freaking scribe, man. This is like the thing everyone has been waiting for. Is it the best e-note on the market? No, not by an absolute long shot. Should I go like that? Oh, that's much better. But is it a note-taking Kindle and the spiritual successor to the DX and the largest Kindle ever made? You bet your bottom dollar. Hello, John. Hello, Steven. And hello, Mike. What is going on? Let's get down to it because that's what you all want to see. The scribe, the Kindle scribble. What's going on? Here it is. Oh, look at that masterpiece! I honestly didn't know that was going to be there, but yeah, I drew that. Actually, I drew this for Mike, and I went to the send to email feature and I sent it over to him. Jacob Rivera Sanchez, yo, what's going on? And Cindy Straka got it today. Wonderful. That is great. All right, so I'm just gonna wait here until you guys say what you want to see. No, I'll do some stuff. So what do we got here? This is the Kindle. If you guys don't know what you're looking at, this is a Amazon. This is an Amazon Kindle, but it's finally bigger than 6 inches, 7 inches. You know what I mean? 6.8. Every other Kindle's like that. You know what I mean? Just this little thing. This is a whole thing. Look at that. Look how big this is. This is bigger than the DX. This is the biggest Kindle ever. This is a huge thing. Not only that, it's got 300 ppi and no other device. 10.3. Oh, how do you do it? 10.0 greater than? Oh man. Which way is it? Less than? Anyways, no no other device has ever been 300 ppi on a 10 or above inch screen. No device. Everything 10.2, whoops. Everything 10.2, 10.3, 10.0 is like 220, 227 ppi, 216, 190. So nothing's ever been 300 ppi. That's masterful. It really is. It's a massive amount of ppi on this. Let's answer some questions along the way here. David Ramos Perez, does it do layers? No. All you have is that. That's it. This little tiny palette is everything you have. Any idea whether stylus could leave scratches over time? Likely no. This is a flush screen and bezel, but it is a piece of glass with a physical layer over it. There's a screen protector layer over this unit. You just can't see it. It's baked on from factory. And I can attest for these nibs. I know these nibs. I have some nibs at my desk. We do testing here. Hold on. I'm going to show you. You can use these too. They're the same thing. You can take this out like this, like that. You can put these white nibs in. These are the iReader white nibs, and it'll still work. You know what I mean? It's a standard Wacom device with standard Wacom tips. So, uh-oh. Sometimes, if you don't have a nib removal tool, you can use a scissors. Just gently grip it like that to get it out. And you can put that down and put this back in. Yes, these are the exact same tips as everyone in the industry. And sorry, it's really early. I'm fumbly today. It's an absolute great pen, and it is much better than that silly capacitive EMR, active EMR that Kobo uses. No dig at Kobo, but Kobo guys, you should have used standard Wacom. These standard tips like that, that's the way to go because everything works on everything. Do you wish there were page turn buttons? No, that's not what it is. It's not an e-reader. It is an e-reader. Actually, you know what? This is actually Amazon doesn't make tablets with e-paper screens and they don't make e-notes technically, so it is still considered to be in the e-reader category. And because of the overall lack of features it has on the palette, it is still, yeah, it's still an e-reader. Do I wish it had physical page turn buttons? Not really. Most large screens don't. I mean, the Hanvon does, but most of them don't. So it's not really that big of a deal. Melissa Rep, I just got it today. Loving it so far. Sweet. Does it support email client app? No, there's no apps at all. Zero apps. Can I turn pages using a Bluetooth remote? I don't know. I know you can connect Bluetooth to the unit. I think I long press that and go to the Bluetooth menu. No. You can connect Bluetooth to the unit by going here and you go Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but I'm not sure it'll pick up page turners. I know it'll pick up speakers, headphones, stuff like that. You can use RF page turners like the Syukuyu, the one that latches onto the side. So basically, you have a device like this, and the remote has this. It has this little thing that latches on to the bottom here, and then you over here, you have the other side in your hand, and you push the little button. You go beep, and then it turns the page. You can do that. But yeah, is the browser any good? Can you please show the browser function? Yeah, sure. So we'll go here, and guys, it's no longer experimental. It's a real browser, and it's located here under More. You go to More, you get Goodreads, get web browser, etc. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go. Oh yeah, I was already on Project Gutenberg because we showed an ebook, I think. So here's Project Gutenberg on the what do you call on just the regular browser. No, there's no system-wide UI. So unfortunately, you can't make it faster. There's no way you can do it. So it's just going to be that fast. We can go to Google really quick here. Google.com. And here we are, Google. We can search for, I don't know, Pokemon. That's pretty neutral. So you can get a sense for how things are moving. You know what I mean? I think there's a mobile version. Article mode, that's it. Yeah, that kind of skins it and puts it into kind of like an MDOT site kind of thing. It reforms everything, so it strips away a lot of the things you don't want to see. Article mode, but web mode's what you want because article mode's a little bit broken unless you've already dived into an actual article. So yeah. David Ramos, can you import a PDF into your notebooks? No. Jacob says, I asked in case there were featured to have long scroll rather than multi-page of notes, and whether the buttons could be utilized. Oh, I'm sure they could. Yeah, for sure, man. I'm sure they absolutely could be utilized for that. However, Amazon, instead of doing that and making buttons, they focused on the note-taking experience, and they made their own pen. However, they only give you 4 things. They give you the pen, they give you the highlighter, the eraser, and this most useless thing I've ever seen, the pointer. What the pointer does is you touch it, and now it's no longer a pen. This is a capacitive touch. You touch there, and it does that. And then you swipe, and it does that. Why I don't get that is because you can just do your finger, because that's what your finger's for. So I don't know what that's doing there. Unless you have a metal hand, which some people might have a metal hand, and you don't have the soft touch of the fingertip, sure. Or if you're wearing gloves, I guess. But, I mean, actually, yeah, if you're wearing gloves, I suppose that's really the, I suppose that's the only real use case. Yeah, you need to transfer for the book's notes. I don't know what that means. Jacob said, oh yeah, you already said that. Jacob says again, thus the page turn buttons could help up and down instead of left and right. Yeah, that's something there. MRR Limonada. It means it doesn't work to read. I don't know what that means either. How do you put PDFs on it? Melissa says. We just did a PDF video. Head over to our YouTube channel and check that out. Seriously, because look at this. I have 2 Beckett Baseball PDFs. I'm going to click on this one. If I click on this one, I get note taking. See? I can note take, I can annotate, I can highlight, right? Now watch this. If I go back, oh my God, hold on. If I go back here, okay, if I go back and I choose the one I side-loaded, no longer has the little note symbol. It has the Adobe symbol. If I click on that one, I can't draw. Where's the palette? The palette's gone because anything you side-load via this USB cable will not allow you to take notes. All you get are these just basic features of orientation, margin, and then you get contrast. That's it. So you have to use Send to Kindle. If you don't use Send to Kindle, you can't take notes on anything. So anytime you see that symbol, which is going to be just Adobe, it's going to be something you side-loaded. Anytime you see the actual note right there, that means you can take notes. And watch this. If you didn't watch our PDF video, Amazon has the ability for interactable PDFs. So it actually singles out elements on the screen. So I can touch March. I can touch July. Look at that. It goes into each month. And then I say, oh yeah, I got a birthday party on the 2nd. So you touch the 2nd, And you go down in a second, you say, oh, I have a birthday party here. And then you go back, oh yeah, you go back to your month and you're like, cool, I have something on the second. Oh yeah, there's something on the 24th, right? I gotta go to there on the 24th. Oh, it's not that good, huh? There you go. And then you go back to your month. So that's really cool how it has, how it has the ability to uh go into things that, this is just a PDF file. It wasn't like a special, it didn't have accompanying files, just .pdf. And if you put it on here, it just works, and that's kind of cool. The pointer can be used for reading books, ? Then you don't leave fingerprints. Well, you don't use the pen and you don't get that. Oh, no, you do get that. Oh, okay. Well, you might be on something there. I mean, sure. Yeah, okay. I'll extend an olive branch for you there. I suppose you could do that, but you're wearing down your tips, and tips cost money. So I'm not sure. Can you use the eraser? You can. Jesus. All right. Yeah. Sure. There you go. David figured it out. The pointer's there, so you don't have to use fingerprints on your anti-fingerprint layer. So good job, I guess. That wasn't a dig at you. You genuinely found a solution for that. Good job. MRR Limonada. Can you test reading whispering? I don't know what that is. Reading whispering. You mean like TTS? We don't have anything hooked up Bluetooth right now, so we can't check TTS, but it does have it. You can do accessibility input on screen voice view reader, I think it's called. User. PDF files in landscape mode. Does it work? Yeah, you get orientation. So you go here, and we'll go to our editable, and we'll go to text, and then we'll go to more. Oh no, layout. Page. Oh no, sorry. Orientation. Oh, look at that! It's not available on. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. Landscape is not available on send to Kindle. Send to Kindle things. Look, I'm. It's not going to be available here. I'm going to open the Fujitsu scheduler. I'm going to go here. I'm going to click text, and it's going to say not available. Look, it's not available. But I'm almost certain, because I already showed it, that the Adobe one is going to be available. Oh, man, we're discovering more. Orientation. Let's change it. There you go. Look at that. But you can't actually draw on it. So that's the downside. Wow, look at that, guys. Cool. I honestly didn't know that. Can you sync sticky notes with other Kindles? No, you can't, because there's no way to view sticky notes. If you have your phone, if you have your app, if you have a laptop, if you have another Kindle, there is no setting for sticky notes. Whether it's there or not, you can't access it, because there's no UI element on your phone to say, oh, here's my sticky notes. You can't do it. Can you test, where am I? Yes, whispering is there. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, let's check it out together here. So let's change the orientation back to layout, orientation upright. Whispering? What is whispering? Book, about this book, page turn animations, and then we'll have Pinion with WordWise. Okay. Oh, when you have an audiobook. Yeah, okay, I think we have some audiobook here. Oh, we won't be able to actually let you listen to anything, though. Here's an audiobook that we have. And let me see where whispering is, I guess. Where would it be under, guys? Speed? Be at the very bottom of speed? Nope. Okay, someone coach me through this. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Nope. Oh, until someone says something, I don't know where it is. Can you use the keyboard and transfer the note or save as Word file and then email yourself? No, you can't. You can't do that. You can only send yourself PDF. This is not a laptop. If you want something like that, you have to get an Onyx. It's not, has nothing to do with a WhisperSync. I know WhisperSync is. Yeah. You were saying like whispering, and I was like, I don't know what that is. Laos, how's the weight in one-handed use? It's heavy. This is not a lightweight device. This is nowhere near light. Not at all. And you know, a couple of you users already have this. You might be going, oh, it's pretty light. Right, but granted, keep in mind that we handle 450 devices a year, only 200 of which actually make the cut for videos and comparisons. So this is not lightweight. lightweight would be like a Nova Air or like a Quaderno A5. This is not light. It's not heavy like a Tab Ultra, but it is still not in the light category. Does it have a mic? No, it does not have a microphone. Whisper Sync. Yeah, let's see. Whisper Sync. Go to here. Should be in the top here, I think. X-ray, vocabulary builder. No, not there. Like split view. No, it doesn't have split view. Yeah, this you know what? This falls into a category of not really. Is it down here? Hold on. Where's Whisper Sync? Device options, advanced options. There it is. Whisper Sync. Turn off. Okay, automatically saves. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez, I'm jumbled up. I know what that is. Well, what do you want to show off? The fact that it has synchronization? Because it would. For example, if you go here and you go to your notes, your ledger, all that will be on your other devices too. So sticky notes will be on anything that is a Scribe, but all of the highlights and annotations and text notes and things you've made will be on other devices. So if you look on here, on your Amazon app, it'll say you left off on location 370. Would you like to go there and stuff like that? So yeah, it has it. It definitely does. So talking about since there's a break in the questions, talking about this as what it is, it doesn't know what it is. Because is it a large screen e-reader? Yes. Can it do everything an Amazon can do? Yes. Is it more expensive than its other lineup? Yes. Why? Because it's an e-note. Is it an e-note? You can only export via PDF. You can't insert text into a notebook. You can't insert images. You don't have any shapes. You don't have any layers. You don't have any alternative colors. Pressure sensitivity is near non-existent. Your palette is limited. And your pen doubles up on features like key mapping for erase, even though the back doesn't erase. And you have an erase toggle. There's a semi-useless pointer feature on here that takes up one of the 3 things you can do on the entire note-taking section. That's a lot of negatives. And it's true, because we see these note-taking mega giants now, like Bigme, like Onyx, like HiRead coming out of Taiwan, like Quaderno, that arguably is one of the most simplistic e-notes in the world, still towers over this in terms of features. So this doesn't really know where it is right now in the world of the changed landscape. All of that is forgiven because it's freaking Amazon, of course. You do Prime shipping, shows up at your doorstep, you don't like it, you return it. I mean, there's a lot of benefits with dealing with a company like Amazon to just get into one of these so easily. And for the average person, oh, I can take notes. That's fine. That's great. But this is like the microwave dinner of cooking for e-readers. You know what I mean? This is putting in a Swanson's TV dinner and being like, oh, there's my meal. It's like, well, there's the French cuisine of an Onyx and a Bigme that you're missing out on. There really is that because, again, forgiveness aside due to the trillion-dollar company-sized nature of Amazon, this isn't a good e-note. It uses a Wacom pen, great, but you can't do anything on it. That's not me talking, that's this talking. It only gives you one feature, pen, and then highlight, and that doesn't even work very well. So, for what it is, it's a great unit. It really is. It bridges the gap between, simplistic e-note and arguably it did a better job than the Ellipsa, because the Ellipsa was hindered by that pen that made you put a quadruple A battery that you got to go to London Drugs to get, or I guess Walgreens. And it's like, what's that? And it's like, it only works on this unit, you know what I mean? And you try to use one from the Boyu EMR and it doesn't work. So it's like Amazon, they did a very, very good job in that department. But other than that, it's not there. It really isn't. I mean, don't take my word for it. I mean, all you guys are asking, can you do layers? I have to say no. Can you export to a different format? No, you can't. Can you add different colors? Like, no, you can't do any of that because you really, really can't. And you don't have the ability to change the overall system-wide power by speed modes and contrasts and things like that. You have certain things like this will allow you to do contrast. You know what I mean? Do contrast right here, but other devices allow you to do anti-watermarking. So even then, for the PDF experience on its own without note taking, it still can't do anything. Margins, orientation, contrast. Like, okay, can I do speed mode? No. So again, it's Amazon. It's going to sell. It's going to be good. It's built well. I get that. It's awesome. I'm not against that. But we're telling it like it is. And there's really not that much to it. And Notebooks takes up one of the 4 things at the bottom. And, you know, if you choose the pressure sensitivity, look, I'm just going to let it rest in my hand. That's the thinnest line on large. And look, that's the thickest. There's almost no discrepancy between the two. Which one's which? And then you go to thin and you're like, okay. And then you try to thicken it up and it's the same. It doesn't change. So the pressure sensitivity is not even there. So, you know, we have to nitpick. This is our industry. And that's what we're seeing. That is what we're seeing. Do you think the Remarkable's first version should have been this? Yeah. The Remarkable 1 was actually better than the 2, in my opinion. The 2 is plagued with making you pay on your credit card and the glass screen that they advertise as the best writing experience. It's not. The Remarkable 1 was better. And it even had buttons. Verna Bailey. It's an e-reader with note-taking abilities, not a note-taking you can read on. Yeah, that's correct. I disagree. This natural evolution of the Kindle. Sticky notes are cute and messy. No, Verna's correct. It's an e-reader with note-taking abilities. You are correct, because this here, let me go to a fresh page. That is not what is called prioritizing note-taking. Dude, there's nothing on there. You can key map your button, sure, but a lot of devices allow you to do that now. The original Sony had 2 buttons. I mean, come on. You could do highlight with text back in 2015. So that is not the definition of prioritizing note-taking. Verna is correct. This is an e-reader. It's the spiritual successor to the DX, which was 9.7 and had a keyboard at the bottom. This one is now, the Scribe is now 10.2. So that's what it is. It's a large screen e-reader that has a pen. This is the premium pen. You don't need to get the eraser at the back. They sacrifice features for battery life. I don't know. The feature, it's not like drawing a box eats 20% of the battery. It's a way for the UI to, instead of drawing a box, that when you go like that, it fills in the gaps to make the box. It doesn't necessarily kill the battery to not have a layers and a shapes and a color and a text and an insert picture and a whatever. It doesn't kill the battery to do that. For me to click on insert text, it should just open up that with a little cursor, but it doesn't. So yeah. Does it pinch to zoom on PDF files? Yes, you do have that. Wolf Fortress. I don't want crazy features. I just want paper. I want Kindle sticky note thing. Well, then you can buy literally any e-reader in the world. Barry Wishes. Where to get the interactive calendar PDF? Oh, you can get that from Fujitsu's website. We just went to Fujitsu. You can type in Fujitsu Quaderno. Oh, yeah, that's right. OBS updated. I can now give you guys links and stuff. What is it called? Fujitsu calendar schedule PDF. There it is. Oh, you can just type that in, guys. Yeah, it's from Fujitsu World. So I'm going to send you guys the link right now. And you can download all sorts of templates. There you go. Everyone go there. You can get some really nice templates. And they're all free and they're all just PDFs. So yeah. What do we got here? Scribe, let's go! Again, Mike? God dang it. Alex, what about print replica Kindle books? Are they viewable on Scribe? I don't know what that is. You're going to have to come back to that. Show books and stuff. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Because everyone's just asking about notes. You know, we got reviews on this, guys. So, yeah. I did show books a second ago. It was actually on there for the longest time. So, screen share. No screen share either. Nope, no screen share. Wolf Fortress. I like this device a lot. I like the idea of sticky notes. Yeah, for sure. It's good to have sticky notes. Nathan Correa. Can you show if Bluetooth keyboard will work? We will in a future video. We can't do that now. Jay, what's up, man? Oh, I haven't seen you for a while. Do you think they left enough performance capabilities to send firmware updates? Oh, that's an absolute thing they can do there, Jay. The thing is, I hope they listen to this, and I think to some degree they do. For Amazon, we are a smaller player. For companies like Onyx, we're a bigger influence. Big influence. HiRead, big influence. We influenced iReader, which is coming soon, to make a new device in English. Like, seriously, it's coming soon. But for Amazon, they don't really care what we have to say for the most part. They send us samples. Thank you very much. But, you know, there's bigger fish in their news collaborative pool. But I hope they do put some firmware updates, because all of this can be fixed with firmware updates, guys. An additional palette, an extended palette, all of our problems are solved. You know what I mean? It's a bad day in the sun when Remarkable outclasses you, because it's already, that's, yeah. So devices that do a little bit less than this are now outclassing Amazon, the #1 name in e-readers. That's not good for you, you know what I mean? Bitter Almonds, this will be overkill for my manga collection. Oh, doesn't manga look fan-freaking-tastic on this? Look at this. Boom. My goodness, and it's formatted wonderfully. Beautifully formatted. This is purchased from the Amazon store. Can I use different templates through the notebook? Yes, you can. And Alex says, neat. Awesome. So this is manga, by the way, guys. Purchased from the store. Perfectly formatted. Every frame. Love it. Let's go to the... What did you just ask? Oh, templates. Yeah. Let's go to the templates, and we'll go here, and we'll go over here, and then we'll go over here, and I forget how to do it. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Templates. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16, 8. You get 18. I should have just multiplied the 6. I like to multiply my 5s and then count the rest. It's just a thing my brain does. It's stupid. So yes, 6, 12, 18. You get 18 of them. Do you get more? No, you don't. That's right. And you can snap on something, and it puts it on here, you know. Oh, yeah, okay, good job. Like that. So that's really cool. James Rinley. I guess it must have been some battery life advantage against the Chinese e-reader since it's not running Android, right? Yeah, but that's not really an excuse, because we've seen lots of devices that don't run Android that do a lot better than this. And again, we get a lot of samples here at Good e-Reader, and not everything makes the cut, but we get some cool things that do these really neat things that we just don't need to / don't have the time to put on YouTube. But yeah, Rodolfo Queseda, por favor, hangan un comparison e scribe supernote. Non siende. I understood what you said. You meant, I have a favor. Can you compare it against the Supernote? Gracias, muchas gracias. But no, unfortunately, Supernote is dead in the water, and we don't need to compare it to them. It's not anything we need to do. So, yeah, sorry, we won't do that. Yeah, this is it's a good kind of quick and you know what this is? This is like its own little memo pad. That's what it is. This is memo pad, whereas like an Onyx and a Big Me and a High Read and a Me Book is like using Microsoft Word. That's what this is. It's like, okay, well, if I have to jot down a quick idea, okay, today I need eggs. Okay, yeah, I need milk. All right, well, there we go. Oh, I can change my template so I can add a shopping list. I got my eggs and got my milk. Like, that's really the extent of it at this point. There's not really anything you can do. And I'm not bashing it, but that's it. It's just that. And I like the key mapping, you know. Oh, I didn't map it properly. But anyways, you can key map it to, I'll show you guys that right now, actually, because it bears mentioning. It's quite a nice feature. Pen. You can actually key map it to, I like this one, highlighter, which is really nice. So now, if we go back to the actual notepad, like this, watch this. I'm going to draw there, and then I'm going to do highlight and draw that and do highlight. So I can go like, you know, I need bread, and I do a quick underline. Or I can even highlight the bread. Oh, we got to get that bread. That was all without me touching the palette. That's really cool. And with the pen, not the Pen Pro, the premium pen, look at this. Highlight, erase, all in one thing. This pen, guys, is good. Don't get me wrong. This is a nice pen, and you can buy this pen and use it on an Onyx. You can buy this pen and use it on a High Read. You can buy this pen and use it on a Top Joy if you want. It's a great pen. It's got that Wacom kind of sketch pad flange here. It flares out near the tip. It's got a flat spot right here to snap onto the side. It snaps onto other devices too. You can buy this pen and snap it onto the Onyx. Snap it onto the iReader. It's really nice. It honestly is, but that's really where it ends with this. And Mike is correct. He said show some books and stuff. He's correct, because this is 80% an ebook reader and 20% an e-note. And it's just there's no priority taken for the e-note experience. But there is one cool thing we didn't show you guys yet. Sticky notes. So if I go to settings and I go back to pen, yes, the Hypnomancy, you are correct. This is a standard Wacom pen that utilizes standard Wacom tips. You can use these iReader tips, throw them in this pen, and it'll work. You can buy a Big Me pen, put in Remarkable 2 tips on an Amazon device, and it will work. It's completely cross-compatible, 100%. So if I go to Pen Shortcuts and I go to Sticky Note, I can now key map this side button to Sticky Note. So when I'm on a book, I can press the button, tap down the middle, and make a sticky note. Boom. I just made a note, and there it is, right there. So that's awesome. That's really good. And I appreciate that. And you can go to the top and you can look at your ledger and say, oh, there's that sticky note I drew. And this sticky note will show up on other scribes that are linked to your account. Will it show up on other Kindles? No, because there's no sticky note option. So, yeah, that's the reality of that. Zaliant. So the hardware is great, software is crap. You're right and you're wrong. The software is great. The hardware is great. The software isn't crap. It's just they didn't allow you to do as much as I thought they would. They really just limited you. I didn't like that, especially because we're so desensitized now, and we're like, I want everything to be like an Onyx and a Big Me. And the reality is that everything can't be. And you know what? We need players like this in the industry. Not everything can be an absolute spec powerhouse. You do need the more simplistic options like this. You need the more simpler devices, because not everyone can be just A class. Amazon makes up for the bad, arguably, note-taking experience with other things. The flawless UI, the fact that everything works all the time, and the fact that this is synced with your account, which has all of your books, all of anything. Look, I'm not even looking. Look, I'm not even looking. Look at all that stuff. Everything throughout the history of Goody Reader for the past decade, all the way down to Saving Rachel. Mike would know that because I think we downloaded that on like the Kindle keyboard, didn't we? So like, that's the benefit of an Amazon, is that it's just such a flawless carryover. And just log in and there you go. You can also send emails to people with a sketch in an instant. You just type in their email. You don't need to sign into servers. You don't need to use any apps. It just works. So there are a decent amount of benefits in that regard. So they make up for the poor note-taking functionality with other things. Yash Patel, is there a way to get rid of the toolbar while reading? Oh, that's a good one. I never checked that. I know how to collapse it, but yeah, let's check that out. I didn't actually look at that. So there's the toolbar. Let's collapse it and let's type in something. Oh yeah, let's turn off the pointer. Can we turn off the pointer? Turn off the pointer. I can't turn off the pointer. I can move it to the right side. Okay, here. Go there. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Come on. You have to be able to turn that off. Reading settings. Has to be in readings. Hide writing toolbar. I knew it. Okay, yeah. I didn't know it. I actually just found it. But I knew there was a way to do it. There had to be. Yes, you can. Why is Supernote dead in the water? Melissa, get to that in one sec. MRR Limonada. I was asking about stuff. Is possible to listen to the audiobook while listening to the audio of the book while listening its audiobook instead of having my mobile Bluetooth speakers. Well, you would need Bluetooth to get any sort of audio because there's no audio on this. Tra Eze. I don't know why I expected anything more from Amazon ebooks to their business. You're correct. Tra is absolutely correct. We were expecting more just because we want more, obviously, as an e-reader industry leader of ours, that, we have these news publications and we get stuff sent to us that are prototype that we've never even talked about because we can't. We are under NDA. We have signed things. We expected more, but you're right, Tra. We shouldn't have. Oh, that's a name. Garfa321 Roblox. I always wanted to purchase a nice Kindle Oasis, but unfortunately I've never been able to afford one. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Seriously, we do a lot of contests. We try to do as many contests as we can. We're doing 4 contests this holiday season. Reset 2000. Is PPI noticeable during normal reading? Yes, it is. It is. If you're around e-readers as much as we are, it is noticeable. That's crazy. I just look at it's hard through a webcam and low quality, all that crap, but to the naked eye, that's amazing. Never happened before. 300 PPI this big on an e-reader? Never happened. Oh my God, I can email notes to each other. Yes, you can. I'll show you that real quick while hiding my personal email. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I just don't want you guys emailing me. I mean, you could. You can email me anytime you want, just not my personal one. So if you go here and you go send right there, at the bottom in that box, it just says send email. And that's it. You can watch our review. You just send it. It is honestly just as easy as that, and it sends. I sent Mike a picture of a thumbs up yesterday on a notebook, and he's like, "Oh, I got it." It's like, yeah, it's real. I do like the way the pen feels. Me too, Melissa. I like this pen. In fact, you know what? I actually have been recently using the iReader and the iFlyTech pens. This is a nice pen. I like to grab a pen and just use it on whatever's around. If I have a Me Book, if I have a High Read, because the High Read pen's not good. It's kind of the same as the Reinkstone. It's kind of crap. So the beauty about High Read is that it's a really good unit. So you can buy the unit and buy a pen and use it on that. Seriously, it's really nice. What we got? Does it have games? No. Why didn't Amazon do this a decade ago? Because Amazon doesn't innovate. They don't innovate anything. They look around and see what people are doing, then they do it, and typically they do it better. Amazon has never been there first. They weren't the first to make e-readers. They weren't the first to do audio. They weren't the first to do glow lights. They weren't the first to do anything. They don't do anything first, and it's true. Another thing that's good to read manga or comics. Yes, yes it is. Do we do read along like the Amazon app? I'm sure if you Oh yeah, you can turn on the TTS effectively, yeah. And last one here before we get back to the Supernote thing. Any HWR handwriting recognition? Nope, zero. Doesn't do any handwriting recognition. Recognize text is searchable, ink text that isn't searchable. You can search for text, but not handwriting. Melissa says, why is Supernote dead in the water? Because in 4 years they've done nothing to expand their lineup. They've released no additional units. They've just released the A5X, which is the exact same thing as the one they did before. There's no glow light, there's no audio, there's no support outside of just a little bit of apps. They use Android, but not really. They've discontinued nearly all their pens, are impossible to purchase now. Their prices are extremely high for what you get, and they've actually scaled back their operations. They don't go to trade shows anymore, and they're become as stagnant as Sony is. Sony's arguably, one of the oldest names in the industry, and they're still selling to this day, but they haven't advanced their software since 2017. Same as Supernote. They just have these little incremental little updates, but no, they're completely off the radar. We've even tried to meet them at trade shows, and they don't show up anymore. They're a thing of the past. Their units are tired and just the support is nearly nothing, and they've severed ties with a lot of their companies and a lot of their business partners, including us. So now you don't even have any English support or ease of communication with warranties. So they're basically just dead, is what is going on. Books Ultra or Scribe? That's tomatoes and potatoes, apples and oranges. They're completely different. The Scribe is an e-reader. The Books Tab Ultra is a hyper tablet with a e-ink screen, so completely different. The Amazon runs Android apps, right? No, there's no Android apps on this. In theory, not. I don't know what that means, Pablo, but going off of the Scribe, this is not a tablet. This is an e-reader. It's a very large e-reader. That's what it is. The Tab, this is an e-reader, Kindle, and this is Onyx. This is a tablet. This is an e-book reader with an underlying little note-taking pleasantry right there. Gives you the ability to take notes. This is a hyper tablet. It's not even close. So if you want features and you want to do anything else, Books Tab. Because the Books Tab can do every single thing the Kindle can do in every conceivable way and do more. With this, you get games, you get movies, you get super fast X mode, screen refresh. You can go social media. You can listen to TikTok. You can watch YouTube. You can't do anything on this. The Kindle is just an ebook reader. So, you know what I mean? Does it have an ambient light sensor like Oasis? No, it does not. But it does have a glow light. But the glow light auto brightness is only dictated by the time of day based on the schedule and stuff like that. It's not it doesn't have a light sensor. One more question, because my voice is dying and I got to do filming later. It will be worth buying to use this as a notebook for my university? Yeah, but just be aware of what you're getting. If someone says, okay, class, today is 101, and you have to insert an image into the thing for tomorrow. You can't do that on this. You're boned. If you had an Onyx, you could insert a JPEG right here of a flower. like that. And that's your image. And it says, what would you like to do with the dimensions? Would you like to change it? Would you like to stamp it? You have all this ability on an Onyx. So you could stamp it on the page and be like, okay, I'm ready to edit my flower. La 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 la, like that. Kindle can't do any of that. You're going to have to draw the flower, just like I did. Can't do sticky notes on books. You can just download an app to do sticky notes. And like something like a Big Me, you can do global handwriting, so you can write on literally anything. Yash Patel, can you pick up which book cover needs to show on the lock screen? I think you can set the display as what you want to see it. Device options, display settings. Oh, I knew there was a way to do it. Display cover? Yeah, there it is. Show the cover of what you are currently reading on the lock screen. There it is. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm dying here. It's past 40 minutes. You guys are fantastic. We have a ton. Onyx is king. Charbacks. That's not my words. That's the industry. It's the industry consensus is that Onyx is king. And if you look at specs, you look at sales figures, you look at support, you look at the mass amount of devices they have, there's no one else in the industry like them except for likely Big Me. They're the only competitor to Onyx. Everyone else falls a little short. High Read falls a little short. Just got cold in here. It's like a ghost walk through me. Jesus. Moby Scribe has limited functionality. King Jim is this entry-level tiny little thing. There's no one that's really going to compare to Onyx. There really isn't right now. Why is the page of Quaderno in another language? It's in Japanese because it's a Japanese company. Just translate it with the translator tool. Melissa, interesting. And Pablo says, do you think we'll see an Android e-ink officially supported soon? An Android e-ink officially supported? Android is very much fully supported by the consortium of the e-ink consortium, which consists of companies like iFlyTech, Wacom, e-ink themselves, part of this group. They're very much supported with Android. So yeah, they're really into it. Stephen Prosser, capping it off. I love book devices. Thanks for another great live. Where's my tea? I'm almost down. Look how much filming we're doing later. This is indicative to how much filming we're doing because every time I talk, my voice gets hoarse and I need to drink some green Tizzo. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh, phone. Android phone? E-ink supported Android phone? Yeah, they got lots. Hisense. Hisense is Oh, thanks, Mom. Hisense is destroying the phone. They have monopolized the e-ink phone game. Anyone that tries to release a phone, Onyx tried to swoop in. These guys try to swoop in. WeChat, Tencent, which is the largest video game company in the world, actually, tried to swoop in. And no one can compete with Hisense. They've killed it. They're killing it. They got dual screens. They got Carta 1200 screens. They're nuts. So yeah, check those guys out. Jay, thank you very much. Oh yeah, right. Hold on. All right, say bye to people here. Woo! Jay, my mom, Pablo. Not my mom, Pablo, but my mom, comma, Pablo. My mom's name is Adrian. Stephen Prossman, Melissa, MRR Limonada, thank you for being so vocal today. Wolf Fortress, Charbox, Yash Patel, Nick Steffenschmeier, I didn't say that right. Ricky Tiki Tavi, who I didn't actually answer your question. Check out our review if you want to see some more stuff there. LVUHCX, Bummer, the Kindle 3 head games. That's right. That's right. Who else we got? Doug Parker. Jesus Guzman. I know it's Jesus. Clark. Melissa again. Reset 2000. Afgada 321. Roblox. Tra Eze. And Zalant. Mike, of course. JP. Rodolfo Quesadilla. I know it's not your name. David Ramos Perez. Alec Bitter Almonds. Jay, of course. Nathan Carrera. Arpan C. Alex Gascoigne, I don't know. Barry Wishes, well, I get it. User, Servoni H, Verma, William, Laos, which is the name of a country. Leon Wing, there's a lot of people here. God dang. David, Jacob, Arpan again. Jacob, Melissa, Cindy, John, and Mike again. Thanks. Tim, Thanks. All right, see you guys. I'm all done here. Check out the videos. Lots of stuff coming. 4 contests for the what do you call it? The holiday season. We got 4 contests for the holiday season right now. And Lewis, hello. And that's the way you are going to take it. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Bye-bye.